Hi, it's Annie, and welcome to Sensing Vitality. Today I have another lesson for deep rest, something that can help you prepare for sleep, or if you are waking up and your mind is very full, this is a simple practice. I like to use a rock, and I'll explain why as we get started. But set the rock down, and we're going to just start with rubbing your hands. If you don't have a rock, you can do this without the rock, but you'll see it's useful having that little bit of weight in your hands. So you activate your hands by rubbing. This brings the two sides of the brain, the two hemispheres of the brain together. Breathing and then stroking with your hands. So touch is a really quick way to bring us into reality, like making you feel like, oh, this is my body, I'm right here, right now. Helps bring you into the moment. Stroking the skin also activates the skin, connects you. Go all the way down and then up. So you're just stroking, connecting. You can do a little bit down your back, and calming the kidneys a little bit. And then clockwise, going to the left, down and over to the right, circles in the belly. It's really helpful for digestion, calming this gut area, diaphragm, all the organs in the belly. Take a breath and then grab your rock. Exhale. And now take the rock with the right hand, left hand on top. Okay, it doesn't really matter which one is on top, but that's how I'm going to start. You're going to inhale, and this comes up a little bit above the belly button, and then cross over with the fingers so that you have the other hand on the bottom. So you pivot and drop and let your shoulders rest. And now let's take the right heel, and it should be about underneath the knee, the heel, and tap the floor with it, and then do that with the left. Tap a few times so you feel that heel bone, yeah? Just so you get the feet connected. And now inhale, lifting up. Pivot with the hands. Exhale and let things settle. And we're going to work with this idea of up and down. And a lot of times if you have a lot of anxiety in your life, there's this rising feeling in the body with anxiety, even the shoulders going up and just sort of being in your head. And using this inhale, feel the breath and that sense of rising, and then pivot the rock over the rock, and then exhale and let your whole system settle with the rock, and then connect with the earth as you settle. That there's this huge earth below us, and in your mind's eye, connect to the center of that, the center of the earth in your imagination. Yeah. And this is working with gravity and this sense of up and down, of earth and sky. So as you go up, inhale. And as you connect to that inhale, hold your breath for a moment. Sense the air above you, the space, the outer space. It's a big area. Pivot and then exhale and settle and feel that solidity of the earth and the bigness of the earth as you settle. And then just stay in that settling place for a moment. Inhale, feeling the air coming in, holding for a moment, sensing the expansion of air, and then pivot your hands and exhale and settling down as you exhale and just hanging out a little bit with the earth. And feel which one are you more aligned with? Are you aligned with the going up or the going down? So inhale. Stay there, hold the breath, sense the expansion of space around you, and then pivot and settle and sense that settling process. Can you relax your butt? Can you relax the groin, the thighs, all the way down to the toes? You can wiggle them. Feel the earth under your feet. I like to have shoes off if you can. Inhale. Feel that, hold it for a moment. Feel, can you relax in the space? Can you sense more space around you? And then pivot. And then exhale, settle. Exhale, settle. All right. So that works with this direction of up and down, which is really important to balance with anxiety and with sleep. Yeah. So the next thing is just working with the right and left, or east and west, or however you want to call it. So as you are going up, inhale, you pivot so the other hand's on top, and you start to notice this sense of the sides of yourself coming together. Yeah, the east and the west, the right and the left. This is helpful when you get in this mindset of being really locked into one idea. So as you settle down, it's the melding of the right and the left. Could be peacekeeping right now in our world. And now inhale. Feel which hand's underneath. Pivot. And now the other hand's underneath. So there's this exchange between the sides of information between your brain. And you can pivot on the bottom now. So we get a little more pivoting going. Inhale. Hold for a moment. Feel which hand is underneath, and then switch so the other hand's underneath. Relax those shoulders as you settle down. Let it float down just like leaves coming off a tree onto the earth. Settling, and then switch at the bottom so the other hand is underneath. Yeah? So inhale again. That feeling of which hand's underneath, and then pivot, holding for a moment, settling, and letting everything settle, including the groin, the butt, the pelvic floor, all the way down to the toes and down to the center of the earth. So we're going to get all of those sky, earth, and then right, left, east, west. Here we come again. Pivot. So the other hand is underneath. Inhale. Just to the diaphragm area. Don't go higher with your hands. Holding and pivot. And exhale. Settle. So there's this feeling of meeting in the middle and the ability to rise and fall. Okay, so those directions, up, down, side, side. Now we're going to go forward and back. Forward and back. Just hold the hands at your lap and just rock forward. And notice how that feels, like I'm moving forward into time. I'm thinking forwardly, yeah? Feel that energetic of moving forward, and then come back. See where is neutral, and then go back behind, like, oh, I'm not ready to go forward. I'm going to stay back here. And just rock a little bit forward and back, and feel how that is to rock with your hands in this position at the root. And now pivot and continue to rock forward and back. So you really get this feeling of where is the middle, and then back. Yeah. And now bring the hands up. Inhale. Holding and rock forward, middle, and back while you hold your breath. Wow, we're adding it all together now. And then stop in the middle. Exhale. Let's pivot again and come down. And then rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. Good. And then pivot. Yeah, and coming up and rock forward and back. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, of rocking forward and back. Yeah, pivoting and down. But let's come back now with your hands in your lap and sensing the difference. And let's take the rock away. Rub your hands now and feel the difference. Do you feel a sense of a little more space around you, a little more sense of where the middle is? Do things feel clearer for you? This can be very helpful for your nervous system any time of day, but particularly I like this in the morning, or I like this before going to bed, because your nervous system will be nice and centered, and there's some subconscious connections in the brain that happen that can make sleep much more restful. Let me know how this is for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for your comments, and I will see you next lesson. Take care.